I came across this book the other day, written using an unusual structure. It's not the best book I've come across, but it is interesting. I've seen poems written in the same manner with fascinating results. On the second Thursday of every month, I give you a prompt to write to. These prompts are designed to trigger memories and possibly take you back to something you might not have otherwise thought to write about. Hi, my name is Patricia Charpentier, and welcome to episode 91 of the Life Writers Vlog, where you can find inspiration and useful tips to help you write your life stories. The prompt for this week is called I Remember. That's it, I remember. What I want you to do is pick a time period in your life. It can be any time, childhood, teen years, when you worked for a particular company, lived in a specific place, being a parent. The category really doesn't matter that much. But in choosing your topic or your time period, only two things matter for this exercise. One, it needs to be in the more distant past, and two, the topic needs to be broad. It should cover a lengthy period of time. Yeah, I know, it's the opposite of what I tell you most of the time. I'm always wanting you to be specific, to focus in on a moment, but not this time. I want you to choose a topic that gives you a bird's eye view of that particular time in your life. Once you have the topic, I want you to write about that time period in list form. In list form. The items don't need to be in chronological order. These are random memories from that time period in no particular order whatsoever. The kicker is that I want you to begin every sentence with, I remember. I remember. Here's a quick example from my childhood. I remember our first inside dog, Puggy, a Pekingese with a nasty disposition. I remember the plays I put on in the backyard, starring me with two neighborhood friends I made my parents watch and applaud profusely. I remember learning how to write script in second grade with Mrs. Cox. I remember riding the bus for an hour to get home from school, even though I lived only 10 minutes away. I was one of the last drop-offs. I remember always being in 4-H, but I never raised animals. Does that give you an idea of what to do? This can serve both as a brainstorming activity, because you may end up wanting to expand some of those items into full-blown stories. Or it can serve as a finished piece once you've edited and massaged your list somewhat. For this first stab at writing an I remember story, I want you to write for only 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes and see what you come up with. Read through what you've written, then if you want to keep going, go for it. But during that first 10 minutes, I don't want you to think too much. I want you to simply write, I remember, and follow that with whatever comes to mind. I hope you enjoy this exercise of writing a list story. If you do, it's another option you can add to your writer's toolbox. It really is amazing how you can write an entire story using nothing but lists. In fact, I'm teaching a 3-hour workshop in the Villages in October on how to write life stories in lists. Please share your I remember list with us in the comments section below. Then tell us how you like this style of writing. What did you gain from writing in this way? Tell us about it. But regardless of how you choose to write your stories, remember the only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. The only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. Until next time, happy writing, everybody.
Don't miss the next episode. Sign up to be notified of future posts and upcoming events. Use the buttons below to share this episode on social media or with a friend who might like it. If you enjoyed this week's episode, you will love our Life Writers membership. Whether you don't know where to start writing your life stories, have started and stopped many times, or have been writing but want to receive feedback to make your stories better, the Life Writers membership is where you need to be. We have a Get Started roadmap, an extensive library of instructional videos, live events via Zoom, and a supportive and active community. If you want to take the stories that live in your heart and mind and put them into words on the page, check out Life Writers at lifewriters.us.